look at this. This is all cargo containers on a train in Waycross, Georgia. I have no clue where the train's coming from.
Or where it's going.
But this is a long ass train.
It's over.
And some of that's not, some of those are short.
Yeah. Some of them are tiny.
And then you have empty
Slots.
It's probably coming from the port.
The revolution will not be televised, and be no rerun, brothers and sisters. The revolution will be live.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
General here with some absolutely breaking news. I want you to share the fuck out of this. Duet it, stitch it. Please, it's easy. Just hit the damn button. Out of all the Omicron cases, 80% of the people that got this shit are fully vaccinated. Fully vaccinated and boosted. 100% of the hospitalizations from Omicron are fully vaccinated, including the breakout in the NFL, the breakouts in White House staff.
Hey guys. Alright, let's stop that before I get in trouble. How are y'all? M5? Hi Monique, how are you? I'm gonna give it a few minutes and let some people come in. Hey ho, hey Amar, how are y'all? I'm good. I think I finally caught up on my sleep. Excuse me. Hey, Best Life, glad to see you. went and helped my daughter move some more of her stuff today. We still got a little bit more to do. Then, of course, the cleanup. Yippee. Alright, let me bring my other one up. Lord, that looks weird seeing two of me up there. But it's easier for me to be able to do what I need to do. When I get ready to share the information I'll take and come out of my phone and transfer completely to the computer. I think it'll be easier that way. If I can figure out how to throw myself backstage without ending it. Maybe not. Hey, Tiger, how are you, hon? Oh, really, Monique? That sounds interesting. How are you, hon, Tiger? Oh, that's cool. I hear you there, Tiger. Well, I don't know why it's not sharing. Can y'all see it on y'all's end? Hey, Bug Dude. I have no clue why this is not sharing. Awesome, Ohio. Well, apparently it's not going to share. should have set it up on my computer. But, oh well, I'll read it off to y'all. Alright. I do. I really do. Alright. GM, you know, the dead guy's girlfriend. Hang on, let me turn the StreamYard off on my computer. It's getting on my nerves. Alright. His long time gal pal was found guilty on 5 of the 6 counts. Hey, Ghetto, how are you, hon? But she was found guilty on 5 of the 6 counts of trafficking, which I'm extremely happy for. Hey. British socialite GM faces up to 65 years in prison after a Manhattan jury found her guilty of 5 of 6 counts against her for trafficking teens to be abused by her and late pedophile J.E. A unanimous jury has found GM guilty of one of the worst crimes imaginable, facilitating and participating in the abuse of children, said U.S. Attorney for the Southern District, Damian Williams. Crimes that she committed with her longtime partner and co-conspirator, J.E. The road to justice has been far too long, but today justice has been done. It really is, Bug. Let's see. He added, I want to commend the bravery of the girls, now grown women, who stepped out of the shadows and into the courtroom. Their courage and willingness to face their abuser made this case and today's result possible. The jury acquitted on a single count, enticement of an individual under the age of 17 to travel with intent to engage in illegal sexual activity. Oh, wow, Tiger. Unjabbed. I agree, Monique. She really should. During the 6 days of deliberations with a break for Christmas, the jury sent more than a dozen notes and requested the testimony of all 4 accusers as well as other witnesses. The panel also requested office supplies, including post-it notes. Let's see. White paperboard and highlighters. Prosecutors argued that Maxwell acted as the millionaire's madame, recruiting and training 4 women between 1994 and 2004 when they were teenagers. There you go, Bug. But guys, I am honestly glad that, justice is partially served. We all know what happens to people like that goes into prison if they're not put in solitary confinement. And the prisoners will definitely make sure she gets what she deserves. All right, on to other news. That'd work, Ghetto. So, our two favorite politicians, well, two of our favorite, Potato Head and Putin, are set to hold their second call in a month, Thursday, amid geopolitical tension threatening Ukraine's sovereignty. A senior administration official said the two world leaders will discuss the parameters of an upcoming meeting scheduled for the week of January 10th, where the U.S., NATO, and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe Permanent Council will discuss a range of security and strategic issues. Right? Even Potato Head said, "Let's go, Brandon," which I think was funny as all get out. Hey, Stars. How are you, hon? Good to see you. Russia has put its concerns on the table, and we are prepared to discuss them, the official said. U.S. and our allies and partners will put our concerns on the table and expect Russia to be prepared to discuss them as well. The talks are a part of the previously planned strategic security dialogue that was agreed to in June, but comes as Russia has amassed roughly 100,000 troops along its shared border with Ukraine. Happy Wednesday to you too, Stars. The talk. Oh, let's see. I done said that one. Putin, who requested the Thursday call, has said he will need guarantees from the West that NATO will not allow the former Soviet nations like Ukraine membership, citing alleged security concerns of an expanded NATO presence surrounding Russia. It is unclear why the Russian leader requested a call ahead of talks in 2 weeks, but the Potato Head administration has repeatedly said it will follow the principle of nothing about them without them, suggesting Potato Head will be unwilling to discuss NATO plans without European leaders present. Right, Bug? That's right, Ghetto. They really are. There's more and more kids going missing each and every day. But alright. I ain't gonna lie. That's about all I could find in the time that I had because I didn't get home till about 6:15. And I knew we was gonna be doing the challenge. Hey Virginia, how you, hon? So do y'all remember y'all's challenge from Sunday night? Early Monday morning? No, I agree, Tiger. I asked y'all to look over the first 3 inscriptions on the Georgia Guidestones. But it's alright, no biggie, we can do it together. I'm fixed to have to plug in. So y'all bear with me and then we'll get started with the Guidestones. I've definitely been better, Tiger. These old bones is giving me problems. Ow. Y'all know I'm usually a little more organized than this. Not much, but a little bit. Alright. Get it together, Wendy. Get it together. Alright, let's see what I missed. They are stars. They really and truly are. Before I start on the Guidestones thing, y'all know I told y'all that my son-in-law went back home to New York. Where he lives is about 45 minutes outside of New York City. And he said, excuse me, even though he's been vaccinated, that they have not once asked him for his passport. So, I don't know what's up with that. Because, you know, it's all over the news about you have to have that piece of paper. But alright. I'll go back over what I read the other night and then we'll jump into the whole Guidestone thing. Give me a minute to set up my headset. That way maybe y'all can hear me a little bit better. Alright, in my 5x5. Great, Tiger. Can y'all hear me? Thank you, Monique. Alright. This is the Georgia Guidestones that are are located in Elberton, Georgia. Thank you, Miss Virginia. Thank you, Tiger. Um, which is roughly about, I think, 3 hours and 45 minutes. I have not, Amar, but I do want to go. I have heard from others that it is very, very creepy. So, I'm kind of iffy about it, but I do want to go to at least be able to say, that I have been. And when I do get to go, I want to take y'all along with me. That way, y'all can kind of experience it, without being there. I know several of the other creators was talking about they want to come down and go see them as well. So, if nothing else, maybe we can all meet up there. That'd be cool. Have a prepper meet up at the Georgia Guidestones. Hee hee. All right. In June 1979, a man using the pseudonym R.C. Christian approached the Elberton Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans. Commissioned the structure. Christian explained that the stones would function. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing at stars. That would definitely be fun. I have it. Huh, Monique. Christian explained that the stones would function as a compass, calendar, and clock and should be capable of withstanding catastrophic events. Joe Finley of Elberton Granite assumed that Christian was a nut and attempted to discourage him by providing a quote for the commission, which was several times higher than any project the company had previously taken, explaining that the Guidestones would require additional tools and consultants. To Finley's surprise, Christian accepted the quote. When arranging payment, Christian said that he represented a group which had been planning the Guidestones for 20 years and wanted to remain anonymous. Hey, Deanne, how are you, hon? Christian delivered a scale model of the Guidestones and 10 pages of specification. The 5 acres site was apparently purchased by Christian on October 1st, 1979, from farm owner Wayne Mullenix. Mullenix and his children were given lifetime cattle grazing rights on the Guidestone site. On March 22, 1980, the monument was unveiled before an audience variously described as 100 or 400 people. Christian later transferred ownership of the land and the Guidestones to Elbert County. Right, but best life. In 2008, the stones were defaced with polyurethane paint and graffiti with slogans such as "Death to the New World Order." Wired magazine called the defacement the first serious act of vandalism in the Guidestones' history. In September 2014, an employee of Elbert County Maintenance Department contacted the Federal Bureau of Investigation when the stones were vandalized with graffiti, including the phrase, "I am Isis, goddess of love." Okay, this is my question. Yeah, Ghetto, he is a precious puppy. I'm not sure if I'd want to touch him. stars, but that's just me. This is my question. How did those people that vandalized them the so-called first time um, know that it was for the New World Order? I mean, it kind of does make sense, but a few feet west of the monument, an additional granite ledger has been set level with the ground. This tablet identifies the structure and the language used on it lists various facts about the size, weight, and astronomical features of the stones, the date it was installed, and the sponsors of the project. It also refers to a time capsule buried under the tablet, but blank spaces on the stone intended for filling in the dates on which the capsule was buried and it is to be opened have not been inscribed, so it is uncertain if the time capsule will ever actually be put in place. Come on up, Tiger. Agreed, Ohio. I completely agree. But Lord, I lost my train of thought. I had a squirrel moment. Go me. So would I. I'm always open to learning more, Tiger. Right, best life. Excuse me. A message consisting of 10 guide stones or principles is engraved on the Georgia guide stones in 8 different languages. One language on each face of the 4 upright stones moving clockwise around the structure from due north. These languages are English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, and traditional Chinese and Russian. Who would have ever thought Swahili was a principal language? Because I never would have. Okay, the first inscription states maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Hey, hey, hon, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
We would love to hear your take on this.
You probably don't really want to, but I think all of this is bullshit.
Right? I mean, it does
Okay,
make you
so like,
wonder.
Yes, it does. But really, I think that America needs to fucking. Am I like. Okay, never mind. I think that America needs to friggin' stand up.
I agree. I agree. We all need to stand up against
Yeah,
this tyranny.
but I
It's
don't think
crazy.
anybody else thinks they need to.
I don't think they do either. I don't think they truly understand, what's coming. Hey, Miss
No,
Southern
I
Belle,
don't think they do either.
it's it's only going to get worse. Where'd she go? She disappeared. It very well could be stars. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, she's right. We need to stand up for, what we believe in. There you are.
I am. I don't know what the hell happened.
It happens to us all.
Like, this is the very first live stream I've ever been on.
Ah, cool. I'm
It is
I'm
cool.
glad you
God
came.
damn, I'm tripping.
I'm glad you
Sorry.
came up. Hey, you're fine. That's like when I was showing the picture of the cargo containers on the train the other night. I was just cussing.
Lady, you don't even know. Like, I'm so disgusted with this country right now. Like, nobody wants to stand up and protect our rights. They just want to sit back and get what they got to get.
Right. They really do. We're talking about the Georgia Guidestones, Miss Southern Belle. But I look at the way things is going, and I see a lot, especially with the first inscription about maintaining, the population under 500 million. I think about what we've went through the last 2 years. What's your take on that one?
Me?
Yeah,
My take on what? Sorry, I was reading the chat.
it's all right on the maintain humanity under 500 million.
On maintaining humanity?
Yeah, it's the first inscription on the Guidestones.
Okay, you know what? This is what I think. For
Mm,
real.
mm.
People need to get their shit. They People need to get their heads out of their asses. And I'm sorry, I know you don't like cussing,
No, you're fine.
but they need to pull their heads out of the nether regions and do something. They need to protect their own families. They need to protect their own friends. I don't know. I don't like people don't understand where this world is going, I don't think. And they need to friggin' get a clue.
I completely agree. It's like humanity doesn't care like they did, when we were growing up.
Right. That's exactly right.
I mean, I never thought that, I would see what's going on today.
I never thought that actually I kind of did. Like I've been telling my family for years, like we're going to see a civil war again or something else along those lines. But I didn't want it to happen.
Right.
So um, I think people need to decide what they want to. I'm like hearing echo in my earphones. Sorry. I think
So,
that people need to get into their own heads, figure out what they want to do, and don't pay attention to the rest of this shit that's going on in the world. Like, well, not in the world, but they need to get their stuff together because stuff is getting serious, and it's going to get real serious this next year.
yeah, it is. It's really gonna get bad.
It is, and I'm sad because my grandbabies, and I got one on the way. Not me, but my stepdaughter.
Mm.
So this is a terrible and time. It is.
It is. It's it's awful. I mean, there's a lot of people, oh, we're not going to stand for this. We're not going to stand for this. But they're not doing anything.
Okay, listen, I got to show you something.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm?
So, like, I mean, I don't know how to do this, but do you see up there
I
in that
do.
corner?
Uh-huh.
That is our resident cardinal that lives here all the time.
Oh,
He's amazing. He's always here. And sometimes his girlfriend comes along too. But he's the man.
yeah. Cardinals is a sign of good luck.
It is. Cardinals are a sign of
Of an
our,
angel watching.
yeah, on the other side. They're listening to us.
They are.
Yep. And he's always here. This is like the fourth year.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
We usually have those finches. They'll
Oh,
make
I
a
love
nest on
finches.
they'll make a nest on the back porch and have their young every year.
That's great.
And the mom will just sit there and watch us. She won't mess with you as long as you don't mess with her. I hear you there, Miss Southern Belle. I've noticed that myself. And I've also noticed like our Circle K, Flash Foods, anyway, it's a convenience store. Um, they're actually starting to run out of like potato chips and drinks and stuff like that. Our Dollar Tree is looking like a tornado went through it, which is crazy to me. But I did notice earlier today when I was on another social media app that there is a lot of nurses being asked to go back to work regardless of their status.
I just
And the second one is guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Hadn't China been trying to do that for as long as I can remember? I think that's easier said than done, don't you, Tiger? Ooh, she went bye bye again. Oh no, Ohio. I know out at my dad's, there's a ton of birds. And here where I live, it seems like we get more and more birds every year, especially like mockingbirds. I'll get it spit out in a minute. How do y'all think they'd be able to do the reproduction thing? The second inscription is guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Oh, Monique. I know we, excuse me, I know we usually get y'all's as Canadian geese down here. It very well could be Ohio. I've thought about that myself. I know I've heard of women miscarrying after getting it. You know that's very good possible. I like them, Monique. There's a two pair that always comes to my dad's pond in his backyard every year. It's all right, Tiger. No problem. You can come back on up if you want to. We talking about the second inscription. I have actually never seen a real life swan. I hadn't know how. Do you have a link for it? I'm sure he has a most interesting view. And the third one's kinda it's been going for a long, long time. Thank you very much, Ohio. I'd appreciate that if you do find it. Or was it on YouTube, or do you remember? And the third one we're going to discuss, like I said, it's been going on for as long as I can remember. Unite humanity with a living new language. Think about. All right, thank you, Miss Ohio. Think about all the languages in the world. Which language is being pushed and being taught in every country in the world? It is stars, but is it English being taught worldwide in every country? That's true, stars. I agree, Tiger. I completely agree. The fourth, fifth, and sixth one will I'll read them out before we go off, and then we'll discuss it Sunday probably. I'm saying Sunday because I'm not exactly sure what I have going for the rest for Thursday and Friday, so I'm hoping that there'll be quieter days. But In my opinion, honestly, I'm like Miss Tyra. You know, we need to decide where we stand. We need to decide what's most important to us and stand for our beliefs. Like the intro that I done today, that I pieced together. Make sure y'all take a look at it. Or here, I should be able to play it again. That's very true, stars. I'm gonna play this again for y'all. Look at this. This is all cargo containers on a train in Waycross, Georgia. I have no clue where the train's coming from.
Or where it's going.
But this is a long ass train.
It's over.
And some of that's not, some of those are short.
Yeah. Some of them are tiny.
And then you have empty
Slots.
it's probably coming from the port.
The revolution will not be televised, and be no rerun, brothers and sisters. The revolution will be live.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
General here with some.
Y'all see that? There are some that are starting to see. But then again, that could all be for show. And I do appreciate you coming up, Miss Tiger. And right at the end, it gave me chills too. I wish I could show y'all that last video. But unfortunately, it talks about the O word, and I'm scared I'll get in trouble. I shouldn't have added it to it. I agree, Monique. And when I first started doing lives, I was nervous as hell. But the more I do it, the easier it gets. And Miss Tiger, I don't mind the cursing. It doesn't bother me one bit. Excuse me. Y'all will eventually get to hear me when I get on one of my rants. Exactly, Deanne. But like that song said, rise up. Hey, I completely understand, Tiger. Off camera, that's exactly the way I talk to. And apparently my stepmother doesn't pay as much attention to the channel as I thought she did. And my dad sure don't watch it. He don't do YouTube at all. But I've told y'all, about my medical issues. And I didn't take my medication when I went back to bed this morning. And I know better than to not take it if I'm going to sleep, but I wanted to be able to function at some point today. And I had a very disturbing dream. I'm glad it was, Tiger. Like I said, the more you hop up on panels, the easier it gets. But I had a very disturbing dream, and it stuck with me all day. Awesome, Ohio. I appreciate it very much. Anytime y'all find stuff like that, feel free to email me. But like I said, it was very disturbing, and I'm not claiming to be a psychic or nothing else, nothing like that. But there was a couple of earthquakes today, and that's actually what I dreamed about last night or this morning early, that those earthquake, and it involved somebody that I'm an acquaintance with. But as far as I know, those earthquakes haven't happened anywhere near this person, so it is Ohio. And if not, it's Sweet Georgia Peach 0079 at Gmail. Oh, the German Shepherd's out. His daddy must be home. But yeah, it worries me when I have dreams like that because they're very, very vivid. And I do not like the vivid dreams. Ouch. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go over the fourth, fifth, and sixth one. And like I said, we'll discuss it Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. I'll go live about, we'll say about 4. Move it back a little bit later. Rule, passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason was number 4. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. So the whole New World Order defamation, really does make sense when you hear that 6th one. Well, when you hear those 3, actually. But guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Go get me something to eat anyway, and I'll probably be online for a while. But I definitely need to eat. I haven't ate anything today. And I enjoyed it. And Tiger, thank you very much for coming up. You're always welcome to come up. Any of y'all that wants to step up on panel when I'm on, live, y'all are more than welcome. That's what the link's posted up top for. I love each and every one of y'all. We are up to 82. We are up to 82 subs. They really don't, Tiger. Yes, you do, stars. Maybe I'll be better prepared Sunday. I'll make sure I'm better prepared. But y'all all have a great night. And if I don't see y'all in the other chats, because I'm sure others will be live tonight, I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. And once I figure out what's going on Friday, I'll set the time for Friday's live. It may not be 5:30, but hey, Minnie, y'all have a good night. And like I said, I'll see y'all out there in the ether. Love y'all.